everyone and welcome back. Today we're watching some more Outlander. We're at season 2 episode 1. I can't believe that I finished season 1. Well, there are only like 16 episodes, so I actually can believe it, but it's just I first started watching it as a request, so it was more like once a month or like sometimes twice a month. But to be watching it regularly, it feels like I could look it up. I think I started it like in September. So like if you look at it that way, it's been a while. Like I spent a lot of time on season 1, but it was because it was once a month. So now I finished it, once a week, an episode. And I can't wait to just like finish the rest of the season like that. So season 2, they're going to France and Claire is preggers. She's preggers. And I'm really excited. Let's watch season 2 episode 1. This one is titled Through a Glass Darkly. Okay. They were just like, yep, we're not gonna give her any clue whatsoever.
I wished I were dead. And if I'd kept my eyes shut, I could have almost touched the edges of oblivion. But I'd made a promise and had to keep it, even if it meant living a life I no longer wanted.
Wait, what?
He was gone.
How?
They were all gone.
She was on a fucking boat.
The world I'd left only moments ago was now dust.
How? How did this happen?
Are you alright?
Are we seeing like further away?
Is
She back? Back exactly where is she?
Nice. 1948.
48.
Who won? Who won the Battle of Culloden? Tell me! Tell me who won the Battle of Culloden! Tell me now!
The British! Cumberland and the British! You let me go!
Oh my god, I have goosebumps and I don't even know what's happening. So that means they didn't change the future. Okay, wait a second. Are we seeing further away? Because it started and she was like the world I had left moments ago. So I think we're seeing further after they try everything to like change the outcome, but she just learned that it didn't work.
Excuse me. Excuse me, nurse.
Frank.
My name is Randall, Frank Randall. I received a call from Dr. Edwards.
Yes, sir. One moment, please, Mr. Randall.
Thank you.
I feel bad for him.
Monsieur.
But like, how much time has passed? I think they said it last time, but it must be way more now. Like last time we saw Frank, I mean. Oh, she's gonna hate to see his fucking face.
Can you turn that bloody thing off, please? It's so noisy here.
The contrast.
I'm back.
And I'm so grateful.
Are you?
Of course. With all my heart.
Yeah.
This is not the sort of outfit you could have just walked into a shop and purchased, is it?
No. No. It's puzzling, that.
Devil take the press.
That's not likely.
Kidnapped by the fairies.
Even the devil has standards.
Really? Okay, but like, I wanted to see Jamie and Claire in
There has to be a
France.
fuller account of the Highlander losses somewhere.
Well, I must say, the Reverend has the finest collection in Scotland.
There's always another fucking war. So sorry. No, he didn't even know what that word meant.
Yeah.
I actually called him a fucking sadist once.
And he had no idea what I was talking about. We could laugh about it afterwards.
It really is the most...
Once. It really was the most extraordinary mob of red you'd ever seen. So don't have to say it. I know he's dead. Dead and buried and mouldering in the ground for the past 2 centuries.
Oh, because of the battle?
I just want to know. I just need to
Or
know.
just natural life expectancy, I guess.
Die on that battlefield.
Don't spend the rest of your days chasing a ghost. Not when there's a man, a real, flesh and blood, living man who loves you still with all his heart.
I know I said he was dead to me, but like I still feel bad for him because it's not him, you know. He's not Black Jack, but you have the same exact face, my dude. I'm so sorry. It's my cat. She keeps walking.
This reminds me of that night at Mrs. Baird's.
Remember, I went back to Craignadoon that day. Looked for a flower that I'd seen near the stones.
Oh, it's day. We talked all night.
It's quite the leap of faith. It is one that I am prepared to make as well.
Don't patronize me, Frank. It's insane, I know that.
Truly, all that matters is that you're back. You're back.
Is she though?
Frank, I was with another man for 2 years, and I loved him deeply as his wife.
A point you have made several times. I do understand, Claire, but I don't think you understand my perspective. What it was actually like. Have you just gone away like that?
I'm sorry.
No, please.
but
I love you, Claire, unconditionally, no matter what. And here, now, in this time, we can still have a life together, please. Claire.
I'm pregnant.
Pregnant? What? God, that's wonderful. How is that?
What do you mean? Oh.
No.
I'm carrying another man's child, Frank. You need to think about that. And what that means. For all of us.
Blackjack just peaked. He just like
Claire and I tried to start a family before she disappeared. Without success. I became concerned that perhaps I was incapable. Medically.
oh maybe
And I
he
visited a doctor in Oxford last year, and his examination confirmed that suspicion. I'm sterile.
oh so it was him.
I'm sorry. She is not Mary. I am fairly certain that the father is not God Almighty. He was a man, and he fucked my wife.
Yes, Roger.
Please may I go outside to play?
Of course you may. You keep your breeks out of the dirt till Mrs. Graham will be on the warpath.
Yes, Father.
Fuck.
A child without a father, and a man without a child have been given this chance to find one another. And yes, I would call that part of God's eternal plan. What you choose to call it, Frank, well, that's up to you.
He's gonna tell her that
Just
he's
like that.
he's willing,
Just pick up where we left off.
but she doesn't want him. That's the thing. She doesn't want him.
You sure about this,
It's
Frank?
so weird to see her
Perhaps
dressed
you
like
should
that.
take some time to think about
I've had
it.
too much time to think. I also have conditions. While I draw breath on this earth, I cannot share you with another man. No more research. No more combing through the libraries of the world hoping to find some reference to him or to the life you once led. You must let him go.
I accept your conditions.
I see him, I think of Jack Randall.
Time to leave the past behind.
But he's such a great actor. Like, it's a completely different person that we're seeing right now. I miss Jamie.
Almost there.
It's new beginnings. I thought you were going to knock people over trying to look for that company.
I couldn't take another moment on that.
Now we're gonna see
Creaking tub.
I
his
guess a trip to
hair.
Boston is out of the question.
Sometimes I feel his touch, like he's here.
I'm here. I'm right here. And I'm not going away.
No, I don't want to get rid of, that's for sure.
I'm stubborn. Just like my husband. In April 1746, and the Jacobites are wiped out. And after that, the British destroy the Highland culture in retribution. That is the sum total of my knowledge of the war. We can infiltrate the Jacobite movement, get close to the key players, discover where they get their money and their arms, and find a way to disrupt their plans.
We'd be lying to everyone.
But you have to remember what's at stake. We're talking about tens of thousands of lives and the future of Scotland itself. Surely that's worth the price.
What is the fire that burns within you?
Oh, he's back.
Courtesy of the British Army.
Also a crippled hand and several scars across his mangled body.
I'm sorry I doubted you, brother.
You help us then.
And I will give you the run of my house in Paris, and while I'm gone, a share of the profits, say 25%.
35%.
Okay, Jamie.
And your help.
Oh, you will do just fine.
She just wants to help.
Laissez-moi les voir. Laissez-moi passer, monsieur. Je suis caressée. Laissez-moi passer.
The captain tried to stop me from seeing the sick crewmen.
This will be trouble. Le Comte Saint-Germain.
C'est le variole. C'est le petit Ferrol.
C'est pour folle que vous êtes. Vous les marmines. Et à ma femme avec un plus de respect.
Wait! He's.
Variole.
Say that again, Jamie.
C'est le petit Ferrol.
C'est pour folle que vous êtes. Vous les marmines. Et à ma femme avec un plus de respect.
Ah! Parlez à ma femme avec plus de respect, monsieur! Fuck, Fuck yeah. Sorry, I got excited.
Loi est claire. Je n'ai pas le choix. Il me faut ordonner la destruction du vaisseau et de sa cargaison.
What's the cargaison?
Claire, we have to go. Qui diable êtes-vous?
None of your
Claire Fraser.
beeswax.
Je suis guérisseuse.
Anglaise, j'aurais dû m'en douter.
Fuck you.
Seule une anglaise saurait se montrer aussi mal élevée et vulgaire.
Surveillez votre langage, monsieur. C'est de ma femme que vous parlez. Dame Brochturach.
Mon bateau et toute ma cargaison vont être détruits.
What is he
À quel
having?
prix?
Le réseau face à la propagation de la maladie dans toute la ville.
Fucking tell him.
Vous me le payerez.
This guy wants some smoke. He's doing something. He has like the cargo. Something in the cargo. Okay. So I didn't expect her to wake up at the stones and be back to her own time. And I think it was made clear later that it's after their time in France and whatever will happen, like after the battle even, I think. Or maybe not. Maybe it's just that like they were trying to stop it and then somehow maybe they go back to Scotland, or I don't know how she was back and why. But like she was back and she saw Frank, and as I expected, it's you know, she was in love with Frank, but then she left and she met this Black Jack Randall who, you know, they have the same face. Like you can't just go back. And well, first of all, she realized that she, like, her soulmate is Jamie Fraser. It's not Frank Randall. That's what she realized a long time ago. So like even then, it's like first few days she wanted to go back just because like she felt like she was really in danger. But as soon as she embraced the life with Jamie, she's in love with him and she doesn't want anybody else. So it's still like I feel bad for him, because adding to that the fact that she met fucking Jack Randall and how horrible he was, and even when she told him that she was pregnant, he got like really, really mad. And for a second, we kind of saw the bad temper that he can have in him. And we saw that at the last episode that we saw him in, you know, and we saw the two sides, and he was looking for Claire and he beat up that guy, but he was, you know, he has that little temper. So that was scary, but most of all, he seems like a good guy. You know, he's not a bad person. And we saw in his reaction, he kind of like accepted what she was saying, and even his condition in the end, I didn't think they were like crazy. I mean, if you're in his shoes and he's ready to like raise a kid that's not his, I don't know. And I feel like he reacted in the best way possible, but she kind of didn't want him to react well. The fact that he was reacting so well, I feel like it was off-putting for her, because she was just like, ugh, I don't want this, I want Jamie, so like if I can drive him away. But then he was just like, he was rolling with the punches. She was saying that I fell in love with another man. I was married, and he's just like, well, I understand, and like I accepted. And then she's like, I'm pregnant. Then he got mad, and she kind of, I don't know, I felt like she wanted him to lash out so that she would have like an excuse to not follow through, or just like, I don't know. When she was back in 1948, of course it's like understood that Jamie's dead, died at the battle, that they weren't able to stop. So like it's kind of scary to think that what they're doing right now, it's not going to end up working. But it did an amazing job at showing Frank, and I don't know, like I felt really, really bad for him. I felt really bad. And then I'm kind of sad because he loves her so much. Like he's ready to do anything, and they're moving together to Boston, and it's like, are we gonna see them all the time, or we're just gonna see the adventure that they have in France and then like see what happens when she comes back? But that was an interesting episode. They did a great job at establishing what is gonna happen, and like we met his cousin, we met the Comte, and it's like there's something going on. Something was on this boat, except from La Petite Vérole. There was something more. But yeah, okay, season 2, I see you. And we saw that Jamie, of course, he's still dealing with the aftermath of Randall, the way he was saying, like, sometimes I feel him, I feel his touch. But Claire was there, and she was just like, no, I'm here, like no one else is here, I'm here, and I'm gonna be here with you. So it makes sense, you know. And they made good alliances with the cousin, and they're gonna try to meet the Jacobites leaders. So it's gonna be a pretty good season. And I wonder if like at the end we'll just like go back to the first scene that we saw with Claire on the ground, being back to her own time. But it was weird to see her in the clothes from the 1900s. It was really, really weird because I don't know, I love seeing her in big dresses, big poofy dresses. It's but she looked good, you know. She looked good in her little skirt, her little coat, the hair, the hat. Great. She looks good in anything. And I just want to mention, like, every single actor in this show is so freaking good. But I feel like this episode we got exposed to, and not just this episode, it's just like the last 2 episodes. I didn't mention it because like I was traumatized by him, but he Randall, he's an amazing actor. He's excellent. Like, to play a villain like that, is fucking crazy psychopath, he nailed it. And then when I look at him as Frank, I have sympathy for him. I feel bad. I think he genuinely looked like a good guy. So that's props to the actor. He's really, really good. So that was very exciting. I enjoyed this episode a lot, and I'm so ready for season 2. So that was season 2, episode 1. What was the title again? Forgot. Through a Glass Darkly. So yeah, I'll see you guys for the next episode, and thank you for watching.